Welcome, everyone! Whether you're a parent trying to help your kiddo learn or a curious second grader totally ready for a fun challenge, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're taking the ICSE Class 2 math syllabus and, well, we're transforming it into an everyday adventure. See that toy abacus? Those building blocks? Instead of sitting quietly at a desk, we're going to use stuff just like that to discover the math hiding literally all around your house. So, is your toy box the perfect classroom? I know, it might sound kind of silly at first, but really think about it. Can everyday playtime actually be the secret weapon to mastering second grade math? Spoiler alert, it totally is. When we connect abstract numbers to the toys we play with or the snacks we eat, math stops being a chore and becomes a giant puzzle. And the best part, it completely lines up with what the educational standards are actually asking for. You see, the official curriculum literally tells us exactly what to look for. It states that the focus is on building foundational skills in arithmetic, geometry, measurement, and logic. So parents, here's your reassurance. We aren't just playing randomly today. We are targeting those exact foundational skills. We're looking at the literal building blocks of math your child needs. But instead of just memorizing them, we're going to live them. Okay, so our roadmap today covers the four main pillars of Class 2 math: arithmetic, geometry, measurement, and logic. We're going to be using everything from that toy abacus to your favorite snacks. So let's just jump right into our first pillar. Chapter 1, The Magic of Arithmetic. Time to level up from basic counting and dive headfirst into the exciting world of bigger numbers. The syllabus specifically introduces three-digit numbers, going all the way up to 1,000. Honestly, this is a huge milestone. We're moving beyond just tens and ones and learning about real place value by stepping into the hundreds. We're taking numbers, exploring their expanded forms, and really seeing how big numbers are built piece by piece. 100. Okay, kids, I have a challenge for you right now. Do you have 100 of something in your house? Like maybe building blocks, puzzle pieces, or hey, even dry macaroni? Try counting them out. What number comes right before 100? What comes right after? Is 99 greater than or smaller than 100? Getting your hands on exactly 100 items is for sure the absolute best way to feel how big a three-digit number actually is. Because let's be real, in a textbook, three-digit numbers sounds kind of academic, right? But in real life, it looks like a giant, wobbly tower of 100 blocks. When you physically stack those blocks, you literally feel the weight of a hundred's place value in a way a flat worksheet just can't match. You're learning about quantity, you're learning patience, and you're counting sequences up to 1,000 completely naturally. Moving on to Chapter 2, Snack Time Operations. Oh yeah, we are totally going to use your afternoon snack to conquer our next big math requirements. Our brand new skills for this chapter are basic multiplication and division. Let's see exactly how they play out at the kitchen table. Hey kids, listen up. Here's a real-world problem. How do we share 10 cookies fairly between two friends? Well, division is really just the logic of sharing fairly. When you split those 10 cookies equally so each friend gets 5, you're dividing them in half. Look at that, you're doing division and fractions at the exact same time. Pretty cool, right? Parents, here is a tasty little procedure for your next baking session. Step 1, bake some cookies together. Step 2, use multiplication to count the rows on the tray. If you have 3 rows of 4, well, that means 12 cookies. Step 3, use division to share them fairly. If you've got 4 people in the family, share them equally so everyone gets a quarter of the batch. You've literally just covered multiplication, division, and fractions before the cookies have even had a chance to cool down. Again, it's all about contrasting the formal stuff with the fun stuff. The textbook calls it basic multiplication, but the tasty reality is counting 3 rows of 4 delicious snacks. Seeing those neat rows makes the concept of multiplication as just repeated addition click instantly. You see the math right in front of you. Oh, and by the way, are 12 cookies an odd or an even number? Well, because they pair up perfectly, that's an even number right there on your baking sheet. All right, Chapter 3, Geometry, Measurement, and Logic. The snacks are all gone, so let's tackle the remaining pillars of our math foundation. The really wonderful news here is that exploring the house gives us everything we need. We can tackle geometry by simply spotting shapes, measurement by comparing sizes, and logic by solving puzzles. Your living space is basically a giant 3-dimensional textbook just waiting to be read. So, time for another quick verbal challenge. Take a look around. What shape is your television? Is it a rectangle? Now, look at your favorite chair. Is the television taller, meaning its height is greater than the chair? Or is the chair taller, meaning the television's height is smaller than the chair? Just by looking around and comparing everyday stuff, you're practicing geometry and measurement at the exact same time. And that brings us to the most absolutely crucial part of the syllabus, focusing on the practical, real-life applications of math. This is exactly why we don't just memorize shapes off a whiteboard. We find them right in our living rooms. We don't just memorize division tables, we share our cookies. True understanding only really happens when math jumps off the page and becomes something you actually live. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. What hidden math adventure are you going to find in your house today? Are you going to build a massive 3-digit tower out of blocks? Maybe divide a snack into halves or thirds or quarters? Math is quite literally everywhere, just waiting for you to find it. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and have an absolutely amazing time exploring the numbers all around you.